All right, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house does blessing all day. By His mercies, we are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house does body, too, we're naturally alive. And yeah, man, I want to get into this, man, because first, honestly, man, because actually the other day, was it yesterday that, you know, there was the scripture about like incorruptible bodies and things of that nature, but um, pretty much mean how the Most High in your house that tells you that from the beginning, and even from the beginning, I was looking at this earlier with Genesis 6, like how like the earth was corrupt, but how the Most High in your house has saved Noah from that corruption, and how we get saved from that corruption, honestly, like because in Psalm 16, what we're gonna get into later on is the preaching of faith, man, which is gospel witness, testimony, man. Even though that wasn't the preaching of faith was happening during Noah's time. It wasn't the gospel, but we're gonna see it in that too. How he tells the end from the beginning, man. But let's get this to Genesis 6 real quick. Genesis 6 verse 12. It says, "And Yahweh looked upon the earth and beheld it. It was corrupt, for all flesh corrupted his way upon the earth." So yeah, like pretty much, man. Then when you read verse 1, like the sons of man. Sorry, the sons of the Most High house are sons of God, the one to the daughters of men. Pretty much, it's the beginning of being unequally yoked, man. Messing with unbelievers, pretty much, man. And the way is pretty much is not like only the faith and the belief, and also to his instruction as well, man. So let's read this again. It says, and Yahweh looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh corrupted his way upon the earth. So yeah, let's go to Psalm 16 real quick, man. But see, the preaching of faith is how we don't see corruption, man. And that's through gospel, witness, testimony, new covenant, man. But because he didn't let Noah see corruption, man. So and Noah's preaching faith. So it just all goes into that, man. Oh man, I'm tired. Psalm 16 verse 10, it says, "For thou wilt not leave thy soul in hell, in the grave, in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thy holy one to see corruption." So see that? And he didn't do that with Noah, man. And of course, now, like, going into that first, like, First Corinthians goes into that incorruptible bodies, man. That really goes into show you the resurrection of the dead, and when the word is within you, not. And I was just thinking about this yesterday, how flesh and blood can't enter into the kingdom, man. This spirit that quickeneth, honestly. Like, that was actually the verse of the day in the Bible app. So yeah, let's get read this again. Psalm 16 verse 10. "For thou wilt not leave thy soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thy holy one to see corruption." So yeah. So see that, honestly. So see, Noah didn't see corruption, but Noah's preaching faith, man. Honestly, and that's what the gospel, witness, and testimony, the new covenant does. The preaching of faith, pretty much preaching the Most High Yahshua, man. But then that's believing in him on the scripture that has saved, man. When you believe them, you believe in life. And if you believe in them in life, and they're the eternal ones, then you'll have everlasting life. See how that works? But Second Peter chapter 2 verse uh 5, it says, "And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher." This is 2 Peter 2 and 5. And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of ungodly. So see that? And what is that righteousness? The Genesis 15 and 6 righteousness. Galatians 2 and 21 righteousness. Like the righteousness of faith, man. That's just is what it is, man. That's how we don't see corruption, man, honestly. Like, through that gospel witness testimony, that faith, belief, living according to the promises, and also to the obedience of his instruction, his law, statutes, commandments, man. So yeah, man. So even like Matthew says, so that's how it tells us from the end, from the beginning. Let's go Matthew 24 real quick, because if like, okay, if he saved Noah during that, and like, and if Yahweh Shah says it's gonna be as day as Noah, so what should we hearken to? The preaching, the gospel, witness, testimony, the new covenant, the words of faith, honestly, man. So, let's grab Matthew 24 verse real quick. Then we're gonna close out with this. So, It says, but Matthew 24 verse 37. But as the days of Noah, so shall this also of the coming of the Son. I'm sorry, Matthew 24 verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. Yeah, before verse 38. But for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating, drinking, marrying, giving into marriage until until the day Noah entered into the ark. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. And so shall also the becoming the son of Man be. So exactly, man. So and that happened with Noah, man. How much more? Because even like the Psalms says, like, his mercies are, and his faithfulness lasts all generations, man. So yeah, man. Hopefully this is edifying, man. So much love to your brothers and sisters. So yeah, man. I'm a little tired. So yeah, got some things to do. So peace.